on another episode of Seeking Jobs with Lindsay.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for tuning in with us in our new episode on Seeking Jobs with Lindsay. I am Lindsay Pegarida, and I am an advocate for laborers' rights here in the Philippines. Today, we are honored to have here with our guest speaker who is also an expert in the field. I introduce to you Sir Kent Romano.
First of all, maraming salamat sa nakikinig ngayon. I am Kent Romano. I am currently under the country's Department of Migrant Workers. So I am usually the one na nag-help sa ating OFWs na hindi pinapauwi dahil sa mga kanilang employer or sa mga naabuso ng kanilang employer. Aligned with my work, I also have experiences working with different ASEAN countries. So again, thank you for having me. Anyway, Lindsay, ano bang gagawin natin for today's episode?
Good question, Kent. Today, we'll be accepting calls to give some tips on job seeking, especially the pros and cons of working dito sa Pilipinas or sa abroad. Ayan, meron agad. Hello?
Hello, good morning. My name is Krisa Catriano, and I'm a fresh grad from DLSU Manila, and I took a BSIT. And I'm thinking of working in Singapore since marami akong narinig like some very good things there.
Hi, Carissa. Nako, sobrang nga matunog ang Singapore pagdating sa tech industry, ano?
Yes, tama ka dyan. And this narrative is basically supported by how developed Singapore is as compared to its neighboring countries in ASEAN. So, Carissa, what's your main concern?
Well, my top concerns are the salary, work culture, and workers' rights. Though I have an idea now with the regards to salary, I'm not that knowledgeable in their terms of like their work culture and how it would be like to live there and work there. And when it comes naman to workers' rights, ano yung set of rights ko doon?
Okay, a nice set of questions, Carissa. With regards to salary, Singapore is really, very generous. I remember reading a post about it last night, and especially sa tech industry. Singapore can give salaries that are not less than 1 million peso. Can you believe that? That's like two times than the highest salary for Globe Telecom.
Totally get where you're coming from, Carissa. I think salary situation is a big reason why Singapore scored 100 in brain gain on the GTCI last year. And this high brain gain, as you know, pushes its global knowledge scoring as well.
However, when it comes to work culture, Singapore is really all about discipline, being on time, following business etiquette, and all of that. They highly prioritize professionalism and efficiency because they consider their people as a valuable resource, or as they call it, human capital. So the idea of working hard is very ingrained na talaga, right, Kirsa?
Yes, that's spot on. And the particular practice isn't really healthy, huh? In their Hofstede standing, Singapore scored low for indulgence marking that they have little to no time for leisure.
Oh, okay po. Sa rights ko naman po, like sa workers' rights and my personal rights.
Pagdating naman sa iyong rights as an employee, it's crucial to note that you are entitled to work not more than 8 hours daily or 44 hours weekly. According also to the Employment Act, employees cannot work for more than 6 hours without a break.
That's a good point, Lindsay. Sama ko na rin, you still get your public holidays and sick leaves, annual leaves, and health insurance. The amount of leaves you are entitled to depends rin sa how long you can stay with the company. Those are just a few of the several things you have to keep in mind.
Okay. Sige, salamat po sa insight. Thank you so much. I'll definitely keep that in mind when I'm deciding po. Thank you po again.
Thank you.
All right, that sums up the discussion regarding one's expectations sa pagtrabaho sa Singapore, one of the most competitive markets out there.
Oh,
All
it
right.
seems like we have another caller. Good morning po sa inyo.
Good morning rin po. My name is Matthew Eigenman. I am a graduate from UP Los Baños and I took up agriculture as my course po. While I know there are options naman regarding the job opportunities regarding agriculture, my current dilemma is whether or not to find those opportunities in the Philippines or abroad.
It really is a significant decision, especially when it comes to salaries, quality of life, and working conditions. Salaries, for instance, has the possibility of not being as competitive as in some other countries. Even the dedication and hard work of workers doesn't even match the compensation they receive.
Agree ako dyan. In regards with wage disparities, laging may issue dyan ang agricultural sector. Generally, the sector salary you'll get is likely to be lower than what you'll see abroad. Despite the labor code of the Philippines being mostly pro-worker, there are still issues regarding its effectiveness and implementations. There are just a few downsides to take note of when deciding your career path.
What other downside should I be mindful of if ever I choose to stay and work in the agriculture sector in this country? Like as a worker, how do the laws compare to the Philippines?
Other than salary issues, kailangan natin pag-usapan ang labor rights. It is very common situation where our workers would face very long working hours without proper compensation. Additionally, they would also encounter challenges when asserting their rights. Kaya kinakailangan mong malaman ang rights mo katulad ng security of tenure. This is one of the essential rights that protect our workers of society. Hindi ka basta-basta magtataga sa trabaho mo unless may appropriate reason ang employer.
On the other hand, if you do ever plan to go abroad and work there, it would present different challenges such as adapting to a whole new work culture, different people, potential job instabilities, at ang pinaka-importante, the emotional toll of being away from your family. Labor rights and conditions vary a lot. Certain countries may provide several labor rights efficiently, but the same can't be said for other countries. It is really important to do your own diligence and research to know your rights as a worker and regardless of your location.
Thank you so much po. It is really a complex decision, but having more understanding regarding its own practical aspects really helps.
To those watching and having this very same crossroads in their lives, remember you need to weigh your career options, whether you choose the promising jobs offered abroad or deciding to stay and contribute to the development of agriculture in your own country. Talaga na hindi lamang financial aspect ang ating i-consider. Bagamat kasama na rin dapat dito ang quality of life, work culture, at overall impact nito in your well-being.
Absolutely, Lindsay. Your career path is a significant part of your life journey, and understanding the nuances of the options available is essential. Uh, if you have more questions or if there's anything else you'd like to discuss, feel free to reach out to us. We're here to help you navigate through these choices.
As we wrap up today's episode, we delve into the realities of agricultural industry in the Philippines. The question that lingers is staying in the Philippines really worth it? It's an inquiry that goes beyond monetary considerations, touching on the core of personal fulfillment, societal impact, and the pursuit of meaningful career.
The agri-industry in the Philippines faces its challenges from wage disparities to issues with the implementation of labor laws. However, it's not just about the downsides, it's also about the potential for positive change and contributing to the growth of our own nation.
To those facing this crossroad, take time to weigh your options, seek advice, and reflect on what truly aligns with your aspirations. Your decision shapes not only your career but also your role in the larger narrative of our nation's growth.
If you have more questions and need further guidance, don't hesitate to reach out. We're here to support you on your journey, whatever you choose for your path. Thank you for joining us today. Until next time, keep navigating the path that leads to your own fulfillment and success. See you on our next Seeking Jobs with Lindsay show.
See you soon on Seeking Jobs with Lindsay.